morning to Nigerian community and everybody watching us this morning. Say happy new day and a great day to everybody watching us. We give glory to God Almighty, the most merciful, the most gracious, and the most beneficent, who has given us the golden opportunity to see this great day. There's no other voice than the voice of Kenite publishers and educational research institutes and learning facilitating firm dedicated to giving children of going age the needed information for their academics. We say a very big thank you to our viewers across the length and breadth of the Federal Republic of Nigeria and South Africa, and those who allow our clips to be shared in different platforms. We say thank you very much to every one of you. We wish all school-going children a very happy examination and wish them the best in their examination as the WAEC examination has commenced across the length and breadth of the Federation and sister African nations. Education remains a vibrant tool and a formidable ladder for national development. That's why, in our own little way, we are contributing our quota to ensuring that children of school-going age are performing very well and making their parents proud across the length and breadth of the Federation and Federal Republic of Nigeria. Yes, the only thing we are advocating this morning, and we have always been advocating, is academic excellence, because that's the only thing that can give our society hope. That's the only thing that will give us better leaders of tomorrow. It's the only thing that will give us quality leadership among the children of school-going age. That's the only thing that we can be proud of. Yes, children of school-going age should learn to burn their midnight candle and study, peruse their books, follow what their teachers are doing within the 4 walls of the classroom setting, and of course, success will be assured. The pedagogue is stirring up academic excellence, is the voice of the one crying in the wilderness, saying revive the educational system and make it more solid, because that's the only vibrant tool for national development. We will release a lot of clips, and so we urge the children of school-going age to listen to us. We urge teachers to listen to us. Students of school-going age should listen to us and watch us as many of our clips as possible, because it will be beneficial to them, and of course it will consolidate the efforts of the teachers. Use this medium to thank those that are watching us already. We already have some viewers there. Thank you very much for all those who always stay put with us and share our clips. We appreciate it. We urge the Nigerian community to support us in whatever capacity to ensure that this gospel is brought out, so that it will be beneficial to the children of school-going age, as it will be beneficial to the educational system as a whole. Do not forget, by the 13th of May, we'll be coming out live here on Facebook by 7 to 9 p.m. to do a general revision on English language. So we urge children of school-going age to listen to us. Similarly, if you are interested in bringing your children or your words to us for personal coaching, we have a center. For those that are living in Elisha, we have a center which is DOK Pharmacy, topmost floor at Otakwete there, where we offer qualitative and superlative educational service delivery to everybody who needs it. Of course, this is not only what we do editing, we do publishing, we do educational counseling, we do proofreading, we write historiographies and some other works, and we offer quality service for staff efficiency program, language therapy skills, language skills. We train people on this for whatever examination, and joy be the consequence. Not only this, we have educational materials, books, clips that will be very useful for children of school-going age, and that will make their efforts to be very, very good in the academics. So these are the things that we have. We urge you to patronize us. Raising the scholars, raising the Homo sapiens, man by the archaeological study of the theory of human evolution. Charles Darwin is supposed to be a thinking being. So we are raising the thinking beings and the philosopher kings in the society. And so we urge the Nigerian society to keep listening to us. This morning we'll be dealing with approach to summary writing and essay writing, approach to summary writing and comprehension passages. So those are the two topics that we'll be dealing with, which is very crucial to person O-level English at a very good, with a very good grade. Thank you very much. Without wasting much of our time this morning, we will be dealing with a very crucial issue, and I will be talking from my experience as a classroom teacher. And of course, in passing O-level English, many students and even teachers have the misconception that the essay is the only thing that will make you pass. No, it's not like that. Essay writing, there is no essay you write at the WAEC level by the time it will be marked. The highest you will score, having written very well, is 25/50. So the range mark that you can always score in your essay is from 20 to 25 if you have written a very good essay, So there are some other aspects where it is expected of a very serious student to score and to complement what he has scored in essay, so that he will be able to have a very good grade. And these two aspects, apart from the objective, they are the comprehension passages and the summary passage. The comprehension passage and the summary passage, you must not take it lightly. You must make sure that you read it very well and answer the questions very well. So I will be giving a dissection of a number of places, a number of aspects of the summary writing and comprehension passages where you can easily score your good marks. Then do not forget that you have to have practiced all the objectives very well severally, so that you can score a good grade. So by the time you practice the objectives very well and you score appreciable marks in them, you are able to still score very good mark in summary and comprehension passages, you will be able to do well in your O-level English. Not necessarily essay. This is not to say that you should not try in essay. You must not misinterpret question. You must write it very well. But believe me honestly, the highest you will score in essay writing is 25/50. So we don't just want to keep all our eggs in one basket. We want to ensure that you score good marks across all the aspects of the syllabus, across all the aspects where you will be tested. And that is why we are this morning trying to give you a number of tips on a very perfect approach to comprehension and summary writing. So I will just try to start with comprehension passage. Yes, like you have generally in comprehension passages, you will be given 30 minutes to answer this question. Many children of school going ages, they are practice that they rush during examination. Comprehension and summary writing must not be rushed. You must try as much as possible to read the passage severally and understand what the passage is talking about before you even put pen to paper. It is a very wrong practice today that even children of school going age, some of them would not have even read the passage and they start going about answering the question. This is a very wrong approach. It's a lazy approach to answering comprehension passage and summary passages. So it is very important for you to read the passage very well before you start to write. If you will read the passage, you have to analyze the passage paragraph to paragraph. So every paragraph has what we call the topic sentence and several other supportive sentences. There is a particular information, a very salient information that the examiner wants to pass across in every paragraph. So it is important and expected of you to make sure that you are able to bring out these very important topic sentences, the key information in this paragraph before you analyze the paragraph. You have to analyze the passage rather paragraph by paragraph. So it is important. Then after reading the passage very well, you go to the question, you read the question. What's the question talking about? Many students start their answers with because. This would be wrong. So you say a parent should train his child because students should read their book in order to pass their examination. It is safer to write your answers in simple and complete sentences, even in comprehension passages. Though in comprehension passages, short expressions might still be approved. How many years is this? That is between 60 to 70 years. Mention three disadvantages of drug abuse: craziness, bad behaviors, internet fraud. So you can still list your answers like that in comprehension passages and it will still be marked. Although this approach will be very wrong in summary passage, but I would just like to first talk about comprehension passage before I go to summary passage. So there is very important of you to write your answers like a scholar. Like you have to number your answers very well. You have to follow it very well. Make sure that you don't misnumber your answer. Follow the numbering very well. Then there are some important aspects that students must not miss, and teachers should emphasize that these children get it in the comprehension passage because they are very cheap marks. They will definitely score some other marks in the earlier aspect of the comprehension passage, which is questions on the passage. But there are some technical aspects of the comprehension passages where children of school going age can easily gather very good marks. For instance, the grammatical name and function. Students must not miss it. What is the grammatical name of this expression? By the time you say it, that is 1 mark. Maybe noun phrase, maybe noun clause, maybe adjectival phrase, adjectival clause, adverbial. By the time you say it, that is 1 mark. By the time you write it, that's 1 mark. Then when the examiner says, what is the function of this expression? By the time you give the function correctly, that is 2 marks. Then it is expected of you to check your concord error, your tenses error in the course of writing that. Maybe you're supposed to say it qualifies and you say it qualified. That is minus half out of the 2 marks there. So students should guide against losing very cheap marks. So the grammatical name is very important. It can earn you 3 good marks. Then if the figure of speech too at times can earn you 1 mark, can earn you 3 marks. What is the figure of speech for this expression? By the time you get it correctly, maybe okay, it is simile, it is metaphor, it it is personification, it is a rhetorical question, that is 1 mark. Then by the time the examiner says give the interpretation to the figures of speech, by the time you write it correctly, it means that the person is stubborn. The expression he has a heart of stone, which is metaphor, you get that 1 mark. It means that the people there are very stubborn, so it means you have scored 2 marks. By the time the examiner says my pen was dancing vigorously, and you identify that as a personification, that is 1 mark. By the time the examiner says what is the meaning of the expression, and you are able to say he was writing very fast, that is 2 marks. These are the places where you can easily score very good marks in your comprehension passages. For you to have scored the grammatical name and function, and for you to have scored the figures of speech, you could have earned yourself 6 solid marks, 6 good marks. That's very cheap way of scoring good grade. Then similarly, the synonyms. Okay, give a suitable word that will be list of words, maybe 5 or 6 words after all the questions, where you are supposed to give a synonym of the essay, a synonym rather of the difficult words in the comprehension passage. Maybe amaze, then the answer should be surprise. If you say the question, the particular word is amazed, then it must follow the same structure. You must write surprised. In most cases, students just want to write story there. No, you are not supposed to write story. You are supposed to give a word that we substitute the very word that has been identified by the examiner exactly, and that we what substitute it in that very context. You look at the context, then you look for a word that will be substitutable. Just 1 word in most cases, not even group of words. Just 1 word that will substitute it. For example, if you have the word great, then you can have enormous there as the substitute, and of course which will be readable in the context. If you have the word obstinate, then you can have stubborn there, or you can have obdurate there. So these are little tips for a student that has scored very good marks, maybe out of the 6 or 5 words that are very difficult there, and you are able to substitute it. You would have scored maybe 3 or 4. That's 4 plus what you have got in the identification of figure of speech and the grammatical name and function. That's 6 plus 3, that's like 9 or 10. 6 plus 4, if you are very brilliant, that is 10 already. Out of the 20 marks, there is no way you will not still score like 6 marks or 4 marks in the earlier aspects of the passage. So you can easily score yourself 15 or 20 or 16, or brilliant ones can still score 12, within the range of 12 to 16 over 20 in your comprehension passage. So with that, you are already moving towards scoring a very good grade, because there is no way a student that can comprehend very well will not do well in the objective. There is no way. You would have already have some the requisite language, the requisite linguistic tool and arsenal to score a very good grade in the other aspects of the question, the objective, for you to have been able to do well in the comprehension passage. So the advice I would just give students is that do not rush in analyzing the comprehension passage. Read it. The more you read the comprehension passages beforehand straight, the better the opportunity for you to score very good marks there. So students should not rush. So because you'll be given 30 minutes, they want you to internalize and understand the question. You are not supposed to be to write it exactly at times. Even you must be able to understand the passage and synthesize it and appreciate the knowledge value that you have in the comprehension passage. Not necessarily just gallivanting. You have to understand. You have to demonstrate the understanding have to demonstrate the understanding of the passage. So I've done justice to comprehension passage. So just follow those things that I've said and consolidate what your teachers have done in the classroom. So now another very salient and important aspect of today's clip is approach to summary writing. Summary. There is no examination, terminal examination, that you write, that you not write the summary writing, that you not do summary writing. Yes, summary is another very aspect of the O-level English where students can pass very well. If you are very careful, you can score 30-30 in summary. But summary has a number of rules and regulations that must be strictly followed, that if you are not careful, the students can easily score 0/30 or 5 or 10. Some ridiculous marks over 30 can be scored. Thank you very much, Mr. Abayomi Ajayi, for watching me. A very good brother from another mother. Thank you very much for your followership. So another very important aspect for you, when you are given the summary passage, in most cases you will be given 40 minutes to answer summary passage. You are not to rush. Students should read this passage thoroughly to understand it. Read the passage severally. The first reading, you read it. What is the passage talking about? Is it talking about agriculture? Is it talking about economics? Is it talking about building? Is it talking about education? Is it talking about pollination? So try to read the passage very well, understand it. Then after reading the passage, then you go to the question. What is the question talking about? At times the question can be two. At times it can be strictly one, revolving around every key information in the passage. So the question can say, in 5 sentences, summarize the causes of unemployment in Nigeria. These causes will be directly stated and clearly stated in the paragraph, different paragraphs. So when you are doing summary writing, you are doing paragraph by paragraph analysis, and you are to extract. You are not to copy exactly. You are to extract the key information. And even having extracted the key information, you are not to copy it exactly. You are not to write it verbatim the way it has been written. You are to blend it with some of your own languages, and you are to present your answer in simple and complete sentences. So then when you talk about summary writing, you have to be painstaking. You have to do it. You have to spend quality time on it. Don't rush. Like I will always say, read the passage carefully, analyze it paragraph by paragraph. At times the question will be two, and of course it will be some will be talking about the strengths, the positive aspect of the question, while the later part of the paragraph will be discussing the negative part of the question. For example, problems and solution, consequences and effects. For example, strengths and weaknesses. You know that the strengths will be in the earlier part of the passage, like 2-3 paragraphs, while the weaknesses will be in the later part of the sentence, of the paragraph rather. So you are expected to do paragraph by paragraph analysis, and of which answers are spread across the paragraph. So having read the passage, you are to go to the question. Thank you very much, Mr. Taiwo Ito, my very good friend in the US. Thank you very much, sir, for watching. We appreciate your commitment to us. So thank you so much. So you have to read the passage very carefully, painstakingly. Don't rush. Like I will always say, you have 40 minutes. Everything you want to write will not take you more than just 10 minutes to write everything. So the more quality time you spend on reading and understanding, internalizing the passage, the better the summary you will write. And in summary is supposed to be very clear, precise, and accurate. Thank you very much, sir. It's very precise, it's very accurate. Yeah, then it must not be vague, it must not be ambiguous. What you are writing must be clear and straight to the point. So in writing your summary, it is expected of you to be brief. Brevity is very important. Conciseness is very important. Clarity is very important in writing summary. Thank you very much for watching us, sir. As another person watching us, so thank you very much. So it is very much important for you to observe the rules of summary. And when you talk about the rules, it might have general introduction. In 5 sentences, 1 you summarize the uses of a dictionary. The uses of a dictionary is Mr. Kehinde Fayanju Gabriel. Thank you very much for watching us, sir. In 5 sentences, 1 you summarize the qualities of a dictionary. The qualities of a dictionary are, that is summary with general introduction. Then you begin to write this one after the other. Don't say for checking words. That will earn you 2.5 marks instead of 5 marks. The dictionary can be used for checking the meaning of words, and that will already be in the passage. Don't forget. And it's not that you are already copying it exactly the way it is in the passage. You must have blended your answer with some of your own words. Dictionary can be used to build your vocabulary. That is there. That will be in the passage already. Dictionary aids pronunciation, or dictionary enhances pronunciation. If you say dictionary enhance, that is minus half. Even if you score the 5 marks, that will only earn you 4.5 marks. So you have to check your spelling errors, your concord errors, very, very much important. Your concord error, your tenses error, very, very much important for you to check in writing a good summary. Then summary answers must not be written in phrases. You don't write summary answer in phrases. Summary answers are written in brief, concise, and complete sentences. So when you write in phrase, if you are supposed to score 5 marks, you will be left with 2.5 marks. For example, in 5 sentences, 1 you summarize the causes of road accident. You're supposed to say the causes of road accident is overspeeding. That is 5 marks. The causes, one of the cause of road accident is poor condition of roads. But if you just say poor condition of roads and you don't have a general introduction that is readable with that, that will only earn you 2.5 marks. So even when you have even written general introduction, it is safer to still write your answer in complete sentences. A sentence will have subject and verb, and the other aspect of the sentence. At times, not all sentences have objects. Subject and verb, very important. The performer of the action and the key action in the sentence is very important. So as the quality of a typical complete sentence. So for example, you say the causes of road accident is overspeeding. The causes of road accident is drunkenness. Don't say drunkenness. If you say drunkenness, that is 2.5. And even if your drunkenness still has spelling problem, that is minus half again. You will be left with 2 out of 5. So it is very important for you to write your answer in complete sentences when you are writing summary. Another key information about summary is that in summary, you don't list. You don't list in summary. For example, if you say, I went to the market to buy cassava, rice, coconuts. Thank you very much, sir. Mr. Isaac Omigbiegbe watching us. Thank you very much, sir. Àwọn ọ̀gá tí wà nìyẹn o. Thank you, sir. So when you are writing summary, you don't list. When you list, is considered extraneous materials. Nínú Yorùbá wọ́n máa pè ní ìfọ̀rọ̀ṣòfò. Kò sí àyè fún ìfọ̀rọ̀ṣòfò. Ṣókí lọ́bẹ̀ oge. But it has to be in complete sentences. So you don't say I went to the market to buy rice, beans, cassava, millet, cocoyam. No, you rather say I went to the market to buy food stuff. In the market there are videos, fans, fridge. You say there are different types of electronics. So you look for a way to eliminate long and winding sentences. You look for a way to substitute it with a word that will capture everything. So that is what we call summary. In summary, there is no need for extraneous material. For example, the words like firstly, secondly, in addition, the coercive devices, they are not necessary in writing your summary. They will be considered as extraneous materials. So very much important. These are the technical tips to writing a good summary. So you are supposed to read the passage severally before you start answering it. Then you try, after reading the passage, you go to the question. You now begin to use the answer to look for where the key information are there in the passage. You try to underline them. You are not yet writing them. You try to underline where the likely key information are. For example, if the passage is talking about a particular paragraph is talking about parents should teach their children to be hardworking, and it's now having some supportive sentences like parents who are artisans should take their children to shop, that should not reflect in your answer because it's not the key information. Parents who are farmers should take their children to farm. Parents who are businessmen should make their children to go to their shops to learn the trade. That is just consolidating, that is just giving further elucidation or explanation about the key information in the passage. The major key information in that passage is parents should teach their children to be hardworking. And if you don't want to put hard work, you can say parents should train their children to be industrious. So because you are not to write the answer exactly the way it is, even if it is the answer, if you write it exactly the way it is written in the passage, it is zero. It is zero. So that's why you have to write your answer in summary with the blend of your own English, but you just try to extract the key information and not the extraneous material, not the supportive sentences. So it's very, very much important for you to read as many summary passages as possible in your WAEC series and several very good textbooks, and try to read the model answers, how it is written. Then it is very important for you to go through your teacher's notes and learn the rules of summary before you begin to write summary. So then there are some tips where you can know where the writer is talking about the negative aspect of the question. For example, if a question is talking about the causes and solution, he would have discussed the causes in like maybe 4 earlier paragraphs. Then the later 2 paragraphs, he might be discussing the solution, and he may introduce the solution with words like coercive devices like however, nonetheless, nevertheless, by and large. So these are tips for you to know that this writer has already drifted from where he's talking about the positive aspect of the question to the negative aspect of the question. So which could be the second question. In 2 sentences, one for each, summarize the disadvantages of Western education. Okay, the disadvantages of Western education are, you go to where the writer has already said however, nevertheless, nonetheless, or some later aspect of the questions where you will be able to fish out what the writer is talking about, and you are not supposed to copy it exactly. So summary is very, very easy for you to score minimum of 20 and above. When you aim scoring like 20 and above, over 30 in your summary, it gives you further edges over other students. It enables you to complement for whatever lapses that is in the essay writing. Then when you must have done well in the 2 objectives, then what you have scored a very good grade in the comprehension and the summary. You will be able to score very good grade. So this is our efforts, and that's our hope for children of school going age, that they do well in their O level, and that they do their parents and school very proud. So summary must be taken very seriously by students. You don't list, you don't include extraneous materials, you try to be as brief as possible, but you still make sure that you write your sentences in complete sentences and not phrases. So these are the tips for summary. So and on a very serious note, and on a very last note, I would like to tell the general public by the special grace of God, on the 13th of May, we'll be having a 2 hours intensive class on Facebook here from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. So we urge all children of school going age to watch us. We will be giving a profuse analysis and a profuse revision of all the salient topics in English language, so that these children will be able to do well. And similarly, we urge you to always listen to our clips that will be subsequently released. So it's for the betterment of the educational system, so that children of school going age will have access to quality educational materials, and they will be able to learn effectively and will be able to raise as many wonderful children as possible for the society. So that is our aim. We thank everybody that has been watching us since morning. Thank you very much. We wish you a very happy day and a very wonderful day. God bless you. Bye. God be with you till we meet again.